What's up, guys? We're back. Another Fresh Files live. Uh, got nothing but answers for you guys. So we're going to start it off with the questions down below. We're going to start with text questions first, and then if you have anything you want to ask me on video, we'll have the time to do that. So first and foremost, let's get to the questions, and then a couple minutes into it, we'll get to the videos, and I'll tell you guys how to do that. So let's do the first question. What's up, EJ? That's a very good question. So he asked me, are the Hawks close to signing you to an extended contract? Uh, that should answer your question. I can't really talk about it right now. I will say this. I did get contacted by John Snyder just a few minutes ago. I did just get off the phone with my agent as well. So I'll say things are going in the right direction. I don't know how much time it's going to take, but obviously they got the draft to deal with. So we're in preliminary talks, but hopefully we'll figure something out soon. Next question. Michael Sam, well, Sarah Gillies wants to know, Michael Sam could be the first openly gay player signed to an NFL team soon. How would you feel about having a gay teammate? I don't think it's going to be any problem or any issue. I personally don't have any issue with it. The only thing, and I think Sherman mentioned this before in one of his articles, the only thing that's going to matter is if he can play. The NFL is what have you done for me lately league, and the only thing that's going to matter is if he can play football. And at the bottom line, he can either do it or he can't. So I don't think his sexuality is going to have any problem or any bearing in the locker room whatsoever. Next question. Adam wants to know, how was the Hermosa trip this year compared to last year's? Did everyone make it out? Yeah, most of the guys made it out. It was fun. I'll say that, to say the least. There was a lot of things going on. We can't just go there and not be bothered anymore. We won this thing called the Super Bowl. I don't know if you guys have heard, but unfortunately, when we go down there's a lot more fans. Well, fortunately, but unfortunately at the same time, because we're trying to focus on getting better. So it kind of takes away from that. But it was fun. Obviously, like I said, we couldn't do some of the things that we wanted to do, like go out to the basketball games or the baseball games, because it would kind of take too much time to get that organized. So we had a lot of fun, though. We got a lot better. I'm excited about this season because of all the effort we put in Hermosa. So it's going to be fun. All right, next question. Aaliyah Bright wants to know, I'm doing well. Thank you. She asked me how I'm doing. I know you get a lot of football questions about yourself and other players, so I will mix it up. I was wondering what your favorite childhood memory was with your family, or something you will always remember. Great question, first and foremost. One of the things that I will never forget is I was probably around 7 or 8 years old, and my mother, we went out to this restaurant to celebrate my birthday with all my cousins and some family members. It was a buffet style restaurant, and I was playing with some balloons. And back then I wanted to be a Ninja Turtle, so I'm always like kicking and karate chopping stuff. So there's this balloon that's floating in the air, and I'm thinking I'm gonna jump up and kick it. Unfortunately, my shoes were untied as well. So I jumped up, kicked the balloon, my shoe flew off of my foot, twirled in the air, and I remember it like it was yesterday. It was like in slow motion, and it landed like sticking in the mashed potatoes. And obviously my mother wasn't too happy about that, but to me that was one of the most memorable moments of my childhood growing up, just because like I said, I remember it like it was yesterday. But unfortunately I got my butt whooped too, because I was playing with my shoes untied. Next question. Sheree Wilhide wants to know, what was the biggest surprise since you've gotten to the NFL? That's a good question. The biggest surprise since I've been to the NFL, I'm not really sure. I would have to say just the fact that everybody talks about the speed of the game. Yeah, the speed of the game is there, but I don't think necessarily it's so much about the physical aspect. It's so much more about the mental aspect. For me going in, I thought I was ready because I trained hard, but I didn't think that I was going to be up to par with everybody else, because you think in the NFL, you think everybody's faster, stronger, but they are to some degree. But at the same time, everybody in college, they usually have the tools to be successful in the NFL, but what separates them from those two categories is the mental part of it. So for me, the biggest surprise was how much of the mental game went into trying to get on the field, trying to give myself a good opportunity and playing at a high level and being productive. That mental part of it was huge, that's for sure. Great question. Thank you. Next question. Doug Baldwin fans. My man Adam, thanks for stopping by the facility today, by the way. What steps are you making to improve your game in 2014 season? Great question. Number one thing I'm trying to do is be more elusive. I know a lot of you guys, when you watch me play, you see that I try to just get the first down, right? That's my job. That was my job when I moved in, or when I came to Seattle, was just catch the ball, get the first down, and let's move the chains. And I think that, as you've seen, a guy like Golden Tate has been very elusive after he catches the ball. So I want to be more of that aspect. I want to do more of those types of things. And all it is just a mindset. So I'm developing that and working on it in a number of different ways. I've got the agility to do it. I just got to focus and bring my eyes up more and focus on trying to make guys miss, which is going to make the game more fun as well. So that's one aspect I'm looking to improve on. And then also just being consistent. I want to be able to improve my catch percentage. A little self-bragging here. I had one of the top catch percentage in the league last year, but we can always improve. It wasn't 100%, so we can get better. But yeah, staying consistent and then trying to be more elusive so I can break more tackles and be a more dynamic player. Thank you for the question. Oh, so I think we're doing videos now. Yeah. So my man,
Hey,
Jeff, you there?
hey, it's Bench.
Oh, that's not Jeff.
Hey,
What's up, my man?
how's it feel to have passed Alec as America's favorite Baldwin?
How does it feel to have passed Alec as America's favorite Baldwin? Okay, first and foremost, I'm wearing the earpieces because there's an echo if I don't. And I don't know if you can see them. They're Seahawks colors.
Oh
They're
yeah.
beautiful, gorgeous. Thank you, Bose, for that. But to answer your question, my cousin Alec, he's not too happy about that. So we had a conversation about it not too long ago. I know he's sulking because he's not the most famous
Haters gonna
Baldwin
hate.
anymore. No, I'm joking. Say that again.
Haters gonna hate.
Yes, that's true. But do y'all have a real question for me?
That's the realest there is.
Appreciate that, guys. Thanks for calling in.
Go Hilliards. Go Hawks.
All right, next question. What's up, Rosie? Hey, nice T-shirt, by the way. I can't hear you. You got to. I can't hear what she's saying. Her audio's not working. I'm sorry about that, Rosie. You got to turn your audio up. All right. So now we got another text question. Will you be one of the players Richard Sherman celebrate? Yeah, he already. Miss Kong. She asked me if I would be a player at Richard Sherman's celebrity softball game. Yes, I think it's already been announced. We've had conversations about that. So yes, I will be there, and we'll be having fun just as we did last year. Larissa Jacob wants to know what is your biggest pet peeve, or what's my biggest pet peeve. Um, I have a lot of pet peeves. I'm high maintenance, not really, but kind of. Um, when it comes to communication, I'm one of those people. Uh, I need to have good communication, and if communication is not at a high level, I have a very big problem with that because in any environment, any relationship, whether it's a personal relationship or a professional relationship, communication is key. And one of my biggest pet peeves is that if communication is not effective, then you can't get your job done. So I'm very high maintenance when it comes to communication. Thank you for that question, though. Jackie wants to know if I looked in your fridge right now, what would I find? You wouldn't find much. You'd find some bell peppers, some onions, um, some milk, some orange juice, some apple juice, and that's pretty much it. Some blueberries. I usually get all my meals at the facility. We're fortunate and blessed enough that the facility takes care of us. The Seahawks take care of us at the facility for dinner, breakfast, and lunch. So I really don't have anything in my fridge other than healthy snacks. I try to eat healthy, but and I might have some donuts, and not in the refrigerator, but in the pantry. But other than that, not much. Funny question though. Adam wants to know, what's the biggest perk you've received after becoming a Super Bowl champion? Are you kidding me? Being a Super Bowl champion in itself is the biggest perk. There's nothing that can come after that that is a bigger perk than being a Super Bowl champion. Obviously, being able to hold that trophy in my hand, being a fan of the game since I was so little, there's nothing like it. You, it's hard to even explain in words. I think the biggest perk is being able to be a part of that environment of a Super Bowl champion team. And then also I think we get a ring too, so that's not too bad of a perk either. Thanks, Adam. Cameron Nelson wants to know, what did it feel like to catch a touchdown pass in the Super Bowl? I could go all day about this. First and foremost, it was amazing. Just being in that stage, it wasn't really thinking about trying to score. It was just in the moment of the game, trying to play it out to the best of my ability. But once you can see it progress in my mind too. If you watch the touchdown, I get up, I'm excited, I put my head down, and realize, dang, I just scored in the Super Bowl. And then my head comes up and I'm thinking, Chris Carter said all that trash about me. And then you see me look at the camera and go like this. So there was a lot of emotions going through my head at that moment. But obviously being able to score in the biggest stage that football has to offer was pretty special for me. Thanks for that question. Cameron Nelson, by the way. Brian Michael wants to know, what will the locker room be like without guys like Mike Robb and Red Bryant? That is a very, very, very good question. I can say this. Those guys, Red Bryant and Mike Robb, those guys were our leaders in the locker room. Red Bryant, before games, he gave all these emotional, impactful speeches that got us pumped and ready for the games. Mike Robb he was a pillar in our locker room. He was one of those guys that you could count on in any aspect of the game, whether it's special teams or on offense or being a leader. So it was huge for us that he was just that pillar in the locker room. So it's going to be hard for us. It's going to be devastating. But I think that we've got guys that can fill those roles, and we'll move on from. But you can't replace those guys. It's going to be hard to replace them. But we'll miss them, and I wish them all the success in their futures. Thank you for that question. I know it was long-winded, but it was a tough one. Bart Holder, good evening, sir. Favorite place to eat in Seattle is, okay. Now, I know you guys have seen me on Twitter talk about Mama's Teriyaki in Renton. So she moved. She got a bigger place. It's called Faux Shizzle. It's in Renton off of Exit 5. It's called Faux Shizzle. It's probably the best place. Well, I can't say that because I haven't been everywhere in Seattle, but it's one of the best teriyaki faux places in Seattle, in my opinion. And she hooks it up. Man, the portions are huge and the food is all fresh and delicious. It's one of those hole-in-the-wall places. I know all you guys know about hole-in-the-wall places. They're usually places that's hard to find, but the food is so good. Faux Shizzle in Renton. I suggest all you guys to check it out. I will be holding an event there, for one of my causes, either bring some books. I think we'll probably bring some books to it, and to get an autograph. So we'll figure that out. But Faux Shizzle in Renton. Appreciate the question. So next question is a video, I believe. Yes. Bobby Brown. The Bobby Brown? Okay, Bobby, is your video? I don't think your video is working, Bobby. Bobby. I think we lost Bobby. All right. I don't know what's up with the video. You guys, come on now. You got to step it up with the video. All right. Tatiana Moses wants to know, so Seattle at once and for all, who is the best at basketball? Listen, okay, there's going to be a lot of guys that's going to tell you different things, and I'm here to tell you that Doug Baldwin, yes, myself, is the best defender at basketball. Okay, you got Sidney Rice, who's probably the best pure shooter on the team. Bobby Wagner, surprisingly, is pretty good. We back? Okay. I think we're back. Sorry about the technical difficulties. Do we have another question? Yes. There we go. Bobby? Bobby Brown.
Hey, can you hear me, Doug? Yeah, sorry about that. I think there were some technical difficulties.
Yeah, no worries, my man. What's up?
Hey, I just was wanting to inquire about how you felt about Sherman's new contract, and I know he's your guy from back in college, and how you feel about the defense getting paid, but Golden getting a short offer on the wide receiver, and he had to go to Detroit, even though he was arguably just as big contributor as anybody on defense. I mean, people are getting paid, but some people got to leave. I know it's a tough market, but how do you feel about that, being a wide receiver on a defensive team?
Very good question. I appreciate that. It's a business first and foremost. Unfortunately, that's just the way it is. But you got to give credit to those guys on defense. They were ranked number one in scoring defense for a reason. They got a lot of talented guys over there. I think that our offensive guys, our offensive weapons are undervalued and underappreciated. I will say that. But I think that, all this talk about the money going to the defensive players or not the offensive players, it's what the market will bear. And, it's been a good market for the defensive players, especially on a great defensive team. So unfortunately, that's just the way the business is. I'm not really worried about it, to be honest with you, because I think everything is going to play itself out and happen the way it should be. Everything's going to happen according to I'm a firm believer in God, so I believe everything's going to happen according to His plan. So I'm not worried about it. But I appreciate that, my man. I would tell you not to worry about it either. I think we got enough talent on the team that's going to step up and make plays for us, whether it's on the defensive side or the offensive side.
Sounds
Did that
good.
answer your question?
It did. I mean, I'm happy we got you for at least one more season. You got to make another run at the Super Bowl, back to back.
Yes, sir. That's the plan. All right, my man. Appreciate it. So I think we're going to do one more video. Mr. Lance. Oh man, your audio is not working either. Can you turn up your microphone?
Yeah. Is that better?
Yeah, keep turning it up. I can hear you now. Turn it up a little bit more. Oh, what happened?
Is that good?
Here we go.
Is that good?
Okay, you there? Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, sweet. First off, Mr. Clutch, you're awesome, dude. You catch everything that goes your way. You're the best.
Thank
I
you.
just want to see how you feel about Earl and Richard's contract, and do you think you guys will get a deal done for you before the season starts?
Wait, say that again. You were cutting out. I'm sorry.
I wanted to see how you feel about Earl's and Richard's contract. If you think that it was worth it and everything, and do you think you guys will get one done before the season starts? Because I know we have you for another year, but I'd like to have you for a couple more at least.
Well, I mean, obviously, I'm happy for those guys getting their contracts done. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to hear the last part of your question. You're cutting out a little bit, but I think I understood what your question was. Yeah, I'm happy for those guys. I'm extremely excited about them. They earned that. They earned that opportunity to get to the table. Fortunately enough, like I said, we have these defensive guys on our team that they're part of the number one scoring defense in the NFL. So rightfully so, they earned that right to get paid. I think did you ask me about myself?
Yeah, do you believe that you'll get it done before the season starts for you?
For me?
Yeah, contract for you?
Um, I would hope so. I think it'd be hopefully it'd be before that. That's the plan. I don't have a timetable, but it's in the works. I'll say that.
Hey, how you feeling with Chris Carter lately? You guys talking at all?
Say that again.
You talking to Chris Carter at all?
Chris Carter.
Yeah, you guys talking?
Byron Maxwell actually sent a message to him for me. It wasn't a pleasant one. I'll say that.
Hey man, you and Chop Chop are the best, man. Don't listen to anybody. You guys are good.
Thanks, Lance. All right, we got any few more text questions before we got to go. Okay, Peter Jin, he wants to know how have OTAs been going? They've been going really well. I'm excited about what we got in store. I think the sky is not the limit for us. I think that we have so much more potential. We can get a lot better, and it's just evident from watching even the Super Bowl film, even the conference championship film. It's evident that we can get better. So I'm excited about that. We have an extreme opportunity before us, and OTAs has been showing that. We've been working really hard to get better. Thank you, sir. All right, we're going to do 2 more questions. This one from Miss Kong again. What are you looking forward to most this season, football related or not? That's a great question. I'm just looking forward to another opportunity to compete at the highest level. I think a lot of our guys, you hear it as a cliche, but that's what we enjoy. We enjoy competing, and I enjoy the adversity. So the faster we can get out to games where we're playing against an opponent, that's what I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to the games, especially Arizona. That's one of the games that comes to my mind automatically, is because I didn't have such a great game against Arizona. Our offense as a whole didn't have a great game. So I'm excited about that opportunity to go out there and prove myself again. Thank you, ma'am. So we're going to do one more question. One more text question. Midori, nice to see you, young lady. What are some of the obstacles you've had in life, and how did you overcome it? That's a long question. I don't think we have enough time for that question. There's a lot of things, a lot of obstacles or challenges, opportunities, I'd like to call them, that I've had to overcome in life. But it doesn't matter what those obstacles or challenges are, really. To be honest with you, I think that all obstacles, all challenges, you got to look at them as opportunities. They're opportunities for you to take another step. They're stepping stones to push you forward to where you're supposed to be. And so how did I overcome them? I looked at them as opportunities. My junior year in college, I had a lot of problems with being injured and some other issues we won't get to on this broadcast, but it was a devastating time for me. I felt like I wasn't going to be able to play football. I thought football maybe was coming to an end, and I didn't know where my life was headed. But I stopped asking why these things were happening to me, and I just said, how am I supposed to handle this? How am I supposed to respond to the situation I've been placed in? And put my faith into it, and just put my nose down and started working hard. And that's all I really did. So any obstacle, any challenge, don't let it discourage you. Let it encourage you to know that whatever the obstacle or challenge is in front of you, whatever's on the other side of it is going to be even better than what you've experienced before. So that's the way I look at it, and that's really why I've been able to overcome it. So appreciate that question. I can do one more video. I'm up for it. So we'll do one more video question before I gotta go.
Yay!
If it works.
Hi, Doug.
Yeah. Hey, weren't you on here last time?
Yeah. I got lucky again. All right,
How you
Doug. What's
guys
your
doing?
favorite? We're doing good. All right, Doug.
Good,
What's your
good, good.
favorite thing? What's your favorite thing to do in Seattle?
Favorite thing to do in Seattle? I gotta be honest with you. I really don't go to Seattle that much. I'm a homebody. I enjoy sitting on the couch, watching movies, popping popcorn,
Same.
chilling. To be honest with you,
Same. We're on the same
going to
page.
Seattle, my favorite thing would be to walk on the boardwalk. Just take all the sights in, enjoy the people, because I really didn't have that back home in Florida, and in California was kind of different too. But just experiencing the sights and the people in Seattle, I mean, it's different, and I enjoy that. So just walking around is probably the thing I would enjoy the most in Seattle.
All right. Cool. Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Yeah, of course. All right, guys. Thanks again. All right, guys. I appreciate you. I've already gone over time. I got to get back to work. I appreciate you guys checking in with me. We'll do this again sometime soon. Oh, also, I think there's another Fresh Files video coming out on Friday, if you haven't heard already. So be prepared for that. I won't tell you what time. You just got to be on your computer at 7 o'clock in the morning and see what happens. Anyways, guys, I appreciate you. Thank you for the questions. We'll do it again soon. I'll let you guys all know on Twitter. And as always, stay fresh.